Coffee, 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 coffee. I love my coffee. And okay, black, but I can take some cream with it as well. Black is back. Hello from the hole. Yeah, I just want to make a little video over what I've been thinking over the last couple of days, if you know what I mean. It really does seem, in a lot of ways, that parents are the real problem, right? Oh, but that's in question mark. Yeah, why would the parents be the real problem? Even the Bible goes into it about how God has his begotten Son and how he creates everything just to try to fix us later or whatever. But it is conscious free will, right? So you got to look at it that way. And therefore, yes, they are using it to bring us into this world of slavery and paper that our parents brought us into, blah, yada, yada, like I've always said. Like all these other guys on here always say. But at the same time, you got to be like, why would you want to bring somebody into a world like that? I don't know, because you're really that naive or you want to bring life meaning to your life? That's selfish, man. It's obvious. Come on, that's selfish. But no, we got all these copes and everything, and a cute little kid, and then now they're big. You gotta go be a man. Kick them out of the house. I've taken care of. That is the most selfish, goddamn, dumbass fucking bullshit I ever fucking heard in my life. It's like, okay, so you have a kid, either to bring your life meaning or because you know that life sucks, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. And then you raise them, and it's like you think that the kid owes you something. Okay, that's fucked up. And the parent gets mad at you, and then you're in the wrong for them taking care of you. And a lot of society is going to agree with them. Because they're the parent. Oh, yeah, they're supposed to take care of them. But at the same time, it's like, the kid is supposed to appreciate the parent. So what is it more? What is society more on the side of? Is it the parent or is it the kid? But it seems to me like society's like, okay, the parent's supposed to take care of the kid, but at the same time it's like the kid needs to honor the parent when they don't even remember asking to be born. This is weird world we live in, guys. It's like, what side is society on? The parent gets mad at you, and then it's like, oh God, we don't want to see them arguing. It's so disrespectful for the kid to be arguing with the parent. It's just, you know what I mean, guys. How many of you guys have had that entrance? Go ahead and comment below where you had your parent get mad at you and there was like company over or something like that, as an example. And then it's like, oh no, they're arguing, that kind of thing. The kid the kid or whatever starts arguing with the parent and they're all like, oh no. Or you're the parent, and if you're a parent listening to this, which I can understand if any of my subscribers or anybody who listens to this, for that matter, is a parent. I mean, but the kid has gotten mad at you, and you just yell at them, and you get people think you're weird for yelling at them, or the kid getting mad at the parent. People think you're weird. It's like, oh, we can't argue. And hell, sometimes even some of those people even try to join the argument. Anyway, it's just ridiculous. Nobody can just agree and get along. And you got to go over this paperwork just to get a dadgum job so you can survive, or a career, or whatever. When it ought to be just helping each other in the first place. And you bring a kid in the world where all this abundance is already ours for the taking. And then it's like, okay, you can't provide for yourself because everything is based off this man-made a piece of paper that we call money that they print out every day from the trees and the air that we breathe and oxygen. And you got all these things in the world to distract you from all this money crap, right? And the moment you start to go astray, it's like, oh, you need to be more focused on making money. And then you got to make that money in order to have the stuff so you can get more distracted. And then have to go back to making money. It's a back and forth, roller coaster. It's fucking evil. These motherfuckers put it this way on purpose, guys. It's obvious what they're doing. But nobody sees it because they're always going with the herd and they're always getting diluted by all the coping. They go home at night and they watch TV or play video games and listen to music or whatever, and then they wake up and they go be a slave again. Nobody notices what's going on. Just so they can go home and dilute themselves again into doing things that's going to cost money. So they, and they got to go make more money so they can go get ready to make more money. And oh my God, nobody realizes what's going on. And at the root of this is the parent bringing the child into this rabbit hole matrix, because it's just a thing to do, or I got to give my life meaning or whatever. And then the kid gets mad at the parent, and it's like, okay, and then the parent gets mad at the kid, why are you still living with me, and that kind of thing. Well, fuck you. I mean, I can't help it if the world is hard to live in and you brought me into it, And then it's like the parent's like, oh, I took care of you. And it's like, all these stupid family squabbling arguments, these little quarrels that we have, right? I know you guys can relate to this. Because it says, you brought me in the world. It's like, I got to deal, you have this voice in your head that tells you that, yeah, you're not at fault for any of this stuff that's going on in life, guys. Let me know, guys. I mean, hopefully I'm hitting home with this one, because a lot of my content is kind of beating around the bush, but I'm trying to be more real with this one. Of course, I have the real ones. I got the just laid back ones. I mean, I got all kinds of content. My channel is all about anything about life in general. But anyway, like I was saying, back on topic, the parent, you always got to follow the guidelines, even on YouTube and everything now. I was even on Rumble today listening to Jabal the Doomer. Thank you for putting those on there. YouTube probably wouldn't approve of those. I was listening to those things about dating and girls and everything. Bro, shout out to Jabal the Doomer. But anyway, and all you wonderful YouTubers, there's so many of you. I'm not gonna name y'all. You're just gonna you guys are just gonna have to type in "life sucks" or something. Find them for yourself. No, I just put a hashtag on my content, try to make it to where people can find it more easily, or I don't know. Whatever. Back on topic. It always seems like the parent, or like, thinking that you owe them. But at the same time, the kid don't remember. It's like you owe the kid for bringing them here. Because it was your just free will, conscious decision to bring them here. And the kid doesn't really owe you much anything, because they don't remember asking to be born. I mean, if they did ask to be born, it was from some spiritual perspective of boredom. They don't realize what the hell they're doing. Now they got to deal with all this crap. It always, like I said, it just goes up and down, fluctuates back and forth, back and forth. One moment you're pleasure, and one moment you're in pain. What does it say in that movie? Like free spirit, and then you go back into pain and suffering, back and forth. It's kind of a sucky deal, right? Hit yourself with the rock. Yeah, it's like you're in, just sitting, with everything else around you, right? You can't tell when one thing begins, and I mean, it's just, there's nothing against anything, because everything is still ultimate to consciousness. It's all different and the same. It's all consciousness of evolving itself in some form of experience in the here and now that we keep moving from. You know what I mean, guys? Because you'll wake up tomorrow and you'll be in a totally different mood than you were today, and you go back and listen to this video, I mean, if you want to, and it'll sound a whole different way than you did listening to it this time. And I'll feel different after making it, if it's even still on here with all the regulations and everything. But anyway, I hope a certain YouTuber gets his stuff back pretty soon. But anyway, back on topic. The parents, they think, they bring you here, and then the kid is here, and it's like, okay, so now we're going to have all these arguments, because like, oh, you owe me. I don't owe you nothing, because you brought me here, and with spiritual boredom, if I did ask to be born, at the same time, it's like, why would I want to come in a world where you got to be a slave to a piece of paper and not even realize that you're a slave until you're too old? And it's like, okay, there's nothing I can do about it now, because there's not enough people to unite against these so-called forces. It's all an illusion anyway, guys, because it's just a mind game. They want you to be pinned down so that you'll never think for yourself, and that you'll always be wanting to, like, oh, screw it, I just want to go play a video game. Oh, screw it, I just want to go whack off, get something sexy, Personally, I like to whack off to just, sitting down. I mean, I don't want to go graphic about it. I want to go back to play a video game. I want to Mario Brothers, Sonic, or whatever. I want to watch a movie or my favorite movie. I mean, all this action stuff, all these dramas, and just, whatever. I want to listen to some music or Eagles, Beatles, Rolling Stones, man, just anything. Soft rock, hard rock, metal, it doesn't matter. Could be anything. I want to go to a drive-in. I want to go to a movie house, watch my favorite movie on the big screen before it gets put into the regular form. You got to wait a month now? Almost everything is even on the internet now, so it's not even worth going out to do stuff like that anymore. I want to go to the restaurant. I want to go walking. I want to do everything other than face the fact that I'm being fucked over. Because the moment I start to think like that, then I'm just a negative, and if I don't think like that, then I'm just a slave, and who wants to be a slave? Who's going to be happy being a slave? And then it's like you get mad about it, you get tired of being a slave, and then your parents especially, it's like, oh, you're lazy, you need to go. Some parents even beat their kids. I mean, Jesus fuck, I can't believe these things happen in the world, and I mean, it's just anybody listening, I'm just so sorry, but, hopefully this content is hitting more home, guys. I have been on break for a couple days. I've got my own stuff going on. Might have some work here pretty quick. I don't know. But yeah, it's you have the parents thinking that you owe them something, and you don't owe them nothing because they brought you here. And if you did ask to be born, you don't remember it, so who gives a fuck anyway? I mean, it's just, life shouldn't be like this in the first place. It would be okay to have kids if everything wasn't so difficult, but it is, because these so-called elites make it that way. And it's all just an illusion created by a piece of paper. Because that's all it is, guys. It's just numbers. It goes up and down. It doesn't mean anything. I mean, we just make it mean something, just like we didn't make language mean something, because we can't communicate spiritually unless we can and go beyond this world. Otherwise, we're just here and enjoying things that are in the moment. Then we got to go back to being slave again, like I keep saying. So the parent, the kid gets mad at the parent for getting angry, and then it's like, oh, they're in the wrong. And it's like, no, the kid has every right in the world to be mad about the parent. In my opinion, I mean, you guys can think different, but the kid has every right to be mad at the parent because it's, the kid doesn't remember asking to be born. They don't have, why in the hell do they got to pay for everybody else's ignorance, misuse of free will or whatever, and cause and effect, which is a result of that. The parent getting mad at the kid, yeah, it's understandable because they are having to take care of them, but still, you got to understand that you did bring them here, so, I'd have to say on the side of the kid, man. Because parents just need to realize that the kid, they don't know your diddly squat, Jack, you brought them here. Anybody who's going to have a big enough ego to think that I'm wrong needs to be, well, I would say drunk out in the street and shot, but I'm not, I'll probably get in trouble for saying that. So, I'm going to say something more like, they need to go to a therapist or something. There, is that good enough, YouTube? I hope that's good enough. I hope I won't have my video taken down. I am kind of starting to get out to the point now to where you don't scare me, YouTube. I mean, if you want to take my channel down or whatever, I don't care. But it does still mean something to me. I still have had it for a while. And I want to keep it as long as, you always got to follow all these rules and everything. You go apply these jobs, you got to fill all this paperwork. I won't do this, I won't do that. I'm qualified for everything. You can't just live. All the stupid questions like, why do you want to work here? Because I need a job. I need my money. Parents brought me here. You got to pay for all this crap. So I can go be a slave some more, like I've been saying. But yeah, your parents don't owe you nothing. I mean, no, I'm sorry. Your parents owe you everything because... my God, guys, they brought you here, and you have no reason to be ashamed for, being mad at your parents, for being mad at you, for being upset for a genuine reason as to why you're suffering. You know why you're suffering, because life basically sucks, because these people make it suck, and it's like not your fault for being angry about it, man. And I know what it's like to have a bunch of people looking at you like, oh, why in the hell are you mad at your parents? It's like, because they're assholes, man. Anyway, and all parents need to realize that, the kid is not you, and you need to take care of them for life, and you have no right to be mad at them. You have no right to be thinking that your child owes you something. They don't owe you nothing, man. You owe the child everything for bringing them here. Okay. So... Anyway, I look at the video, it was just hitting 15 minutes right as I was finishing there. So anyway, what else do I want to say on this video? I was about to end it, but I think I might have something else to say. Let's see, I haven't done anything in a while, so... let me see. Does Black Hole want to say anything else for this particular content? Not likely. If I think of anything, I'll make another piece of content. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna end this here. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys again when the time is right. And love you all. Peace. Bye bye for now. Black Hole over and out. See ya. Love ya. And keep hanging there.